Now, Fox 13 meteorologist Valerie Mills with your Sky Tower Vector Scan forecast.
Not a bad view looking over the Little Manatee River this morning. 81 degrees. We're talking a light chop for our bay and inland waters today. So pretty nice boating conditions. Starting out, light breezes out of the southeast to southwest to start the day. Plan on an onshore wind overall. We're going to be looking for those southwest winds about 5 to 10 knots for today. Seas will be 1 to 2 feet. Light chop for inland waters today as well as on Sunday. Generally, seas will be 1 foot or less for the day ahead. Tomorrow, Gulf temperature up to about 89 degrees, just shy of 90 in fact. So feeling plenty warmth out there if you're hoping to go for a swim in our local beach waters. High tide 9:16 this morning. Then we'll have a low tide around 6:23 in the evening hours. As we get you outside, here's the view in Tampa this morning as we look out over the area where there are some clouds in the mix, but we are overall going to start out the morning with plenty of sunshine. Call it a mix of sun and clouds. More of those developing as we get to about lunchtime and then into the evening hours. But there is going to be only really isolated chances for passing showers and downpours for today. They are going to be off to an earlier start for the areas that see them closer to the coast due to these onshore winds. So you can see a couple of those isolated areas right now just off of Hernando, Pasco, Pinellas. You can see the general direction, those kind of lifting off toward the north and east. So we will be watching some of our nature coast spots, maybe get some of those morning showers as we look here over the next couple of hours. Zooming out big picture, though, you see that trend continuing out in the Gulf. Otherwise, it is all quiet to start the day. So while there will be some clouds throughout the area, look at 10 o'clock. There's a couple of those isolated showers bumping up along the coast. They are going to move inland, though, as we head through the afternoon. So maybe Tampa gets hit with one of those passing showers, downpours right around late morning, early afternoon. But generally, as we get to that 4 or 5 o'clock time frame, it's going to be areas along and mostly east of I-75, where a couple of those evening areas of rain will be possible. But for that Bucks game, generally just some clouds in the mix, but we are looking at pretty dry conditions for that game with kickoff around 7:30 and really only about 30 to 40% storm chances all weekend long. So we are generally going to be running drier than average for the weekend ahead. Not the best trend, as we have been running generally pretty dry here over the last about 2 weeks or so. Started out on a good note here, but still talking about the extreme drought that covers a lot of our coastal Tampa Bay spots, extending inland to places like Hardy, DeSoto, even a sliver of Polk County where we have that red color in the mix. Not a huge improvement in the latest update to our drought monitor. About 9% of the state under that extreme drought, covered in red, and the focusing here for parts of our Tampa Bay area. As for the tropics, nothing too impressive that we're watching. We do have this one area rather close to Bermuda, low development odds. This is not going to be a concern. Same with this system closer to the European areas, and maybe some of the Spanish islands could see some increased rain there. But we do have a new tropical wave that has up to a 30% chance for development over the next week. So our main development region showing some more signs of life, even though Saharan dust as well as wind shear has been the big story so far this hurricane season. Temperatures today, we will see a couple more of those upper 80s in the mix along the coast. Call it upper 80s to low 90s. Tampa, I think, will get up to about 92. Same with areas around Brandon. So we are going to be looking for those low 90s closer to the coast. Then as we move away from the water, that's we'll see more so those mid 90s in the mix. Southern spots around Sarasota and Manatee counties mostly in the low 90s, but it's Polk, Highlands, Hardy, DeSoto. We're mostly going to be looking for those peak temperatures today up to about 94 as well as 95. Moving forward from there, a little bit more of that rain coverage starts to increase here for the middle of the week as we go more so from these onshore winds to eventually getting more of that easterly wind. So in the meantime, just watching for these coastal showers to move inland again on Sunday. Temperatures mostly going to stay in the low 90s, a little bit more heat toward the middle of this upcoming week.